Welcome to Speaking with Intent. Most professionals don't lose high-stakes conversations because they lack intelligence. They lose because they miss the moment leverage shifts. And leverage rarely shifts loudly. It shifts quietly, subtly, underneath the surface conversation. Today I'm going to break down what that shift actually looks like and why smart people are the most vulnerable to missing it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. In high-stakes environment, clarity beats intelligence. When tension rises, most professionals default to more data, more explanation, more justification, and faster speech. It feels responsible, it feels thorough, and it feels professional. But what's actually happening? You're responding to content while the other person is maneuvering for control. That's the leverage shift. The conversation stops being about the topic and starts being about dominance, timing, or authority. And if you don't see that shift, you lose position. It can look like this: a sudden interruption, artificial time pressure, public questions of your assumptions, a reframing of your proposal mid-discussion, or emotional escalation. Here's a mistake. Smart professionals try to win on logic. But once leverage shifts, logic is no longer the game. Position is the game. And if you keep arguing the numbers while someone else is shaping perception, you're playing checkers in a chess match. The most dangerous moment is not when someone attacks you. It's when you start reacting. Watch your body language, watch your breathing, and watch your speech rate. When you speed up, you signal urgency. When you over-explain, you signal defense. When you answer every challenge instantly, you signal pressure. High-stakes communicators don't rush to defend. They pause. They lower their voice register. They remove visible urgency. That's not performance, that's control. This isn't about corporate power games. This happens in salary negotiations, in partnerships, in marriage, investor conversations, and in leadership transitions. Anytime stakes rise, leverage moves, and most people don't even realize it moved. That's why they leave conversations replaying them later thinking, I should have handled that differently. Yes, but not because your argument was weak, because your position shifted and you didn't recalibrate. Control is not aggressive. Control is composure under recalibration. When leverage shifts, slow down. You reset tempo. You ask one calibrated question instead of answering 5 accusations. For example, help me understand what specifically concerns you about the timeline. That question alone does 3 things. It slows the room, it reclaims the direction, and it forces the other party to clarify instead of escalate. That is leverage awareness. There's a lot of content online about persuasion tactics, psychological hacks, manipulation frameworks. That's not what this is. Effective communication is not about gaming people. It's about understanding dynamics so you don't get gamed. The professionals who master leverage awareness, they speak less, move slower, choose timing carefully, maintain emotional neutrality. That's authority, not volume, not dominance, not intimidation. It's stability. If you have ever walked out of a conversation knowing you were right, but still feel like you lost ground, you likely missed the leverage shift. Start watching for it, not in others, in yourself. When your tempo changes, when your tone changes, when your breathing changes, leverage is moving. And once you see it, you can control it. This is Speaking with Intent, and I'll see you next time.